You can see my notes, Jen, up over
Yes.
here. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, you all, is I'm going to go over lesson 36 a little bit, just because I think it's an important lesson. And so I want you to see with the machine how things are written, and so explain a couple of things that are important. So it's Q&A, lesson 36, capitalization, acronyms, and initials. And so it says at the top of 36, one of the most frequent types of material encountered in court reporting is Q&A. In Q&A, there are at least two people involved, one who asks questions, usually an attorney, and one who answers the witness. This type of material is called Q&A because the names of the questioner and the witness are not used. Instead, Q appears before the questioner's comments, A appears before the witness's answerer's comments. Okay, so sometimes the questioner may make a statement and the witness may ask a question, but still their words are preceded by Q&A respectively. So special banks of keys are used to indicate Q&A in your notes. So remember, we've covered this. Q is the initial side, A is the final side, okay? And you don't put the vowels in. So QA, QA. And so it says practice the following. So question, did you meet him there? Question, and then you write, did you meet him there? Answer, no. And then I'm just putting in a period. You don't need to put in the period. Question, were you going to? Answer, yes. Question, why didn't you? Answer, I was too late. And I think you all, too late is a brief, and it's TAOLT. You want to know that because it comes out quite a bit. Too late, TAO for the two, and then LT for late. Okay? So just so you know, and then going on, remember you don't have to put in the punctuation initially, like you don't have to put questions at the end of the question, but the question mark sign. But what you do have to do is if it's a long question, a long answer, you have to punctuate within that question and answer. Or if the answer is a question, you need to put a question mark at the end of it, okay? So just so you all know that. And so capitalization on page 257, under C, I wanted to cover some of these words. So remember, bill, like a bill of lading, is just B-I-L. But the bill, the man's name, you put the asterisk. So you might think of the asterisk as capitalizing it. And then you've got Jim is J-I-M to go to the gym. And then Jim, the man's name, you put the asterisk in. So just remember the asterisk is letting you know that it's going to capitalize it and it's a proper name. So if that helps. And then you've got Jack. We were playing jacks. So just Jack. And then Jack, the man's name, J-A-K with an asterisk. You've got John, J-O-N. Some people might say I went to the John, the bathroom, and then John, the man's name, is J-O-N with an asterisk, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. You've got Mark, mark this exhibit, M-A-R-K, Mark, the man's name, M-A-R-K with an asterisk. You've got Mike, please use the Mike, M-long-I-K, and then Mike, the man's name, M-long-I-K with an asterisk. Sue, please sue the company, S-long-U, and then sue the lady's name, S-long-U with an asterisk. Second column, dad, D-A-D. My dad is not capitalized, my dad. But dad, I love, let me see, how would I use it? Dad is, no, how, somebody, when you capitalize dad is when you can replace a person's name, right, Jen? Dad. So like, let's say, for example, you say, my dad went to the store. You're not going to say my Tom went to the store if you can substitute a name. So it's not capitalized. But dad capitalized, mom and dad are here. You could say Terry and Lisa are here. So that's why you capitalize it, okay? But you can substitute the person's name in the sentence. So dad capitalized is D-A-D with an asterisk. You have mom, same thing, M-O-M. And then mom capitalized, when you can replace the lady's name in there, is M-O-M asterisk. You've got Ford, F-O-R-D for the Ford car, or an old Ford. He had an old Ford. And then Ford for President Ford. Capitalize it, put the asterisk. You've got court, K-O-R-T. Okay? Court, lowercase, K-O-R-T. But let's say the judge, you want to replace judge in that sentence. The court made its decision. then you put the asterisk in because you want court capitalized. You've got jury, J-U-R, but when you want it capitalized, you add the asterisk, okay? You've got street. What street were you on? Okay, you're not gonna capitalize that, but when you want street capitalized, you're gonna put the asterisk in. You've got city, S-T-I, and then city capitalized, put the asterisk in. County is county. County capitalized is county with an asterisk, okay? 2 strokes. State, S-T long A-T. What state do you live in? But when you capitalize state, state of Texas, let me give you the brief for state of. State of is S-T-A-O-F. So let's say I'm saying state of Texas. Put the asterisk in, and then Texas is TX. Okay? State of mind is not capitalized, but state of Texas. State of is S-T-A-O-F with an asterisk to capitalize it. State as in the prosecution, would I capitalize that, Jen? When you can refer to the state bringing charges against you?
Yes.
Yes, usually they say yes. So state capitalized when you can replace prosecution. Then you've got federal is FRAL. Capitalize it, put the asterisk in. Congress is Cong. Capitalize it, put the asterisk in. House, H-O-U-S. My house is big, H-O-U-S. And then House, as in the House of Representatives, H-O-U-S with an asterisk. Let me just give you a quick brief that comes to me. White House is W-H-O-U-S. Think of the W for the white part. So White House, if I wanted to put the asterisk in, it's going to capitalize the White House in Washington. So that's a good one to know. You've got Senator. That's actually a brief, is SNART. Senator is SNART. They have it stroked out in the older book. So SNART, I don't know if you have a newer version or an older version. And then Senator capped, put the asterisk in. President, you know, PT, capitalize it, PT asterisk. Okay? So those are really important to know. And so sometimes in order to capitalize words, you're going to just hit KP. Remember, cap is KP, but if you hit KP, I'm not going to hit it on my machine because sometimes it'll capitalize everything and it's really hard to take it off. So it's happened in the past. So KP, initial KP will cap it. And then KPS takes it off, but sometimes it doesn't work. So I'm not going to play with that right now, just so you know. And so acronyms, you all, real important, acronyms. When you want them to attach, so let's say you want a period, AFPLT is AFPLT, right? A period represents the period in there. But let's say I wanted to attach it to something else, then you put the asterisk in and it'll put them closer together. So this is what I wanted to show you. B is BFPLT. Think of the FPLT as a period, so B is like that. But if I wanted to attach like A, B, C, then I write it like that. I put the asterisk in to attach them all. Okay? Let me see. A, B, C. So notice that ABC over here has no periods because I used RBGS. FPLT gives you the periods, okay? ABC with periods, A, B, C. So I'm putting in the period because it makes sense that a period will give you a period. If I don't want any, ABC is going to be A with the period, comma, B with the comma, C with the comma, okay? Let me see. So make sure that you know when you put the asterisk in, it attaches it. When you put the period in, it gives you periods. When you put the comma in, it doesn't give you periods. It just gives you the letters together. So that's for acronyms. So like, let's say USA is going to be all together on the bottom of page 258. You're going to write U, you're going to write S, A. Okay? Just so you know. Some of these acronyms, the common ones, they can actually be stroked out. So real quickly, I'm seeing USA as United States of America. That's actually a brief. United States of America, let me give it to you, is YIPES. See, now it's capping everything because of that cap that I hit. So let me hit KPS. I don't want them capped. See, is it doing it to yours, Jen?
Yeah, I did it before you warned us, and now it won't go off.
I know. And so how to take it off, I'm thinking, it says in your book, that's why sometimes what I would do, Jen, is try not to save that job when you log off. In case, don't save it. Hopefully that'll save us, okay? So KP, it says, once you stroke KPS, all letters will be in caps until you stroke KPS again to turn off the stroke. So let me try it again. No, I know, see? It happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to save this job so it won't save it, and then we can try and log in again, see if that comes off. Okay? So don't do it, you all. Watch this video and don't do it, because or just don't save that job. Say you don't want to save it. But make sure you know United States of America. NATO is NATO. OPEC, O by itself, PEC. Okay? So you have some that are phonetically stroked out. And then you've got initials over on page 259. So if you have initials with a period, then you're going to write the FPLT. Okay, so that's just real important. Also, I wanted to cover some of these titles. Mr. is MR, initial MR. Ms, MZ. And of course, all of ours is being capped now. So MZ is Ms. It should be lowercase s or lowercase s. Doctor is DR with the period, because think of it, doctor has it's an abbreviation, so put the period. Ms, MS, then you've got Mrs, MRS, PhD, you can write P by itself and then HD with an asterisk, and it'll give it to you, okay? You've got senior, SR, think of the abbreviation, you would write senior SR to abbreviate it, so initial S, final R, junior JR, the abbreviation, and then MD is MD with an asterisk. Okay? And then, so what I wanted to show you too was stitching. So what stitching is when you actually are spelling your name out for the record, because they'll say, well, can you spell your name and for the record? So you're going to stitch it. So it's going to give you a hyphen in between. And so how would you do that, Jen? Do you know how to stitch?
I thought it was just the letter and then the comma. Is that right?
Okay, so it's going to be, no, because the comma will give you, it's going to be RBGZ. So let's say it's Martin, so, or let's say it's Tom. T, you're going to write T, the first one, RBGS, and then O, and then M. Okay, it's R, the first letter is always going to be RBGS, and then the O, the next one, RBGZ, the third M, RBGZ. That gives you the stitching. Okay, the little hyphen, which is also called stitching. So that's actually explained on 259. It tells you in the middle there under C. The first letter is going to be stroked M, RBGS, and then the next one, RBGZ, then the next one till you're done. Okay, so I just wanted to show you all that too. And then, so any questions on anything there, Jen? No? Okay, and then so of course the brief, I think I've given it to you before. Congress is Cong with an asterisk, and then court reporter, Rort. Think of report is Rort, put a K in front of it, it's court report, put the long O and it's court reporter. US is US with an asterisk, US with the asterisk, okay? How long, real important brief, H-O-U-N-G, how long, H-O-U-N-G. You've got no sir, N-O-R-S, no sir, and it gives you the comma already. Remember, every time you say yes sir, no sir, there's a comma after yes, comma sir, no. So it already is programmed to give it to you. For the record, F-R-O-R-D, for the record, F-R-O-R-D. You've got state your name, I like this, S-T-U-R-N, state your name. Yes sir, Y-E-S. Okay, yes is Y-E, put the S and it becomes sir. And let me give you another brief. State your name for the record. S-T-U-R-N-D. So state your name for the record. State your name is S-T-U-R-N, add the D, and it gives you for the record. Since the last word of record is D, maybe state your name for the record, okay? Any questions, Jen?
Nope.
No? Okay. And so what I wanted to do is a couple of little exercises from lesson 36. And I just wanted to show you all when you're on your machine how some of that translates, because I know it's kind of hard to read it, and you know, I don't know, sometimes it might be a little difficult. So I just wanted to show you how it was done. Okay. So these sentences aren't from your book. They're from the teacher's manual. So I just wanted to give you some words that come out. And so it's using the acronyms, it's using when to capitalize proper names. And so let me give you words that come out. Ford is capitalized because it's a company name, Ford. You have Jim capitalized because it's a man's name. So add the asterisk. You've got WKT, which stands for Written Knowledge Test. Okay, WKT, and it's all capital letters without periods. So it's going to be WKT. Okay, and then you've got John and JD. You have Dr. R.B. Morse, AMA, IBM. So what's really good to practice, you all, which I was taught, is to practice your alphabet. So this helps with the acronyms. So what I used to do every day before class started, I remember a court reporter telling us that went to speak to my school, and she said, always practice with the alphabet. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, sorry, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Actually, your Z is written SD with a comma, okay? But just practice it all the time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, so just practice it. And that's good practice. So when an acronym comes out, you're not going to hesitate because you're like, I don't know how to use the alphabet. So just practice it over and over. Or you could write it with the period. A, B, C, D, E, however you want, but just practice it. It's always good, like maybe for 10, 15 minutes as a little warm up. Okay, any questions, Jen?
No.
Okay, and so how long comes out? You have account. Do you know how to write account, Jen?
KT?
KT, good. And I just remembered another brief today, so let me give it to you. Account is KT, checking account is KHKT. KH for the check part, KT for the account part. And it just helps to know these early on. Okay. And then you have more words that come out. You have too long. Do you know how to write that, Jen?
TAONG?
Uh-huh. Or TAONG. Uh-huh. Too long. The two for the TAONG for long. And this is going to be then, might be a little tough, okay? At 60 words a minute. Jim just bought a used 1991 Ford van. Does this fit this criminal's usual MO? Did John and JD study for the WKT? Dr. R.B. Morse is a member of the AMA. The IBM building is 10 miles west of here. Many RPRs use IBM compatible computers. How long have Jan's mom and dad been away? I hope to put $2,000 into my IRA account this year? The list of MIAs and POWs was much too long. Will President Bush be visiting the CIA headquarters? She knew her ABCs before she entered first grade. How long has Bob been working for Putnam County? Did Pat say she had to be in court tomorrow morning? Several senators are expected to vote against this bill. Do you think Jack will be elected president of the ABA? Will Mark have time to mark the exhibits during recess? I'm looking forward to taking a CAT class next semester. Because she had studied hard, Sue expected to receive all A's. Miss E.S. May is the new chairperson of the EEO Commission. Mr. and Mrs. D.Z. Johnson have lived in the East all their lives. Pam asked Mom and Dad for some money to buy reference books. He noticed his CD player was missing when he returned to the car. Do you feel Senator Jane Montrose will be elected to a second term? I saw John Todd Sr. and Little John Jr. at the ball game last night. Since his DUI conviction, Mike has been extremely cautious and sober. How was that, Jen?
It was a little hard.
I know, yeah, it's hard. So do you have any questions on anything there, Jen?
Conviction? Isn't there a brief for that?
Yes, KWIX asterisk.
Okay.
And then, of course, cautious, KAURBS. You've got elect, I think is, yeah, elect is lect, LEKT. Reference, REFRNS is a brief, REFRNS. Money is MUN. Mr. and Mrs. is a brief, it's MARMS. MRARMS. You have semester is semester. No. No. Semester. No. Semi keeps coming out. So is it coming out for you, Jen?
No, it's not.
There you go. Semester. You have expected, KPPT. You have against, GENS asterisk, GENS asterisk. And then there was one more I wanted to give you. Compatible, compatible. You can write KPAT and then BL. Receive, SEF. Okay, and this is going to be at 70. Just try and get what you can and at least get your IBM. You have to just think, how is it written? Most of these don't have any periods, okay? So it's just IBM, IRBGS, BRBGS with an asterisk, MBGS with an asterisk, if you have time to put it in. And here we go. Visit is VIT. VIT, okay? 70 words a minute. Jim just bought a used 1991 Ford van. Does this fit this criminal's usual MO? Did John and JD study for the WKT? Dr. R.B. Morse is a member of the AMA. The IBM building is 10 miles west of here. Many RPRs use IBM compatible computers. How long have Jan's mom and dad been away? I hope to put $2,000 into my IRA account this year. The list of MIAs, and POWs was much too long. Will President Bush be visiting the CIA headquarters? She knew her ABCs before she entered first grade. How long has Bob been working for Putnam County? Did Pat say she had to be in court tomorrow morning? Several senators are expected to vote against this bill. Do you think Jack will be elected president of the ABA? Will Mark have time to mark the exhibits during recess? I'm looking forward to taking a CAT class next semester. Because she had studied hard, she expected to receive all A's. Miss E.S. May is the new chairperson of the EEO Commission. Mr. and Mrs. D.Z. Johnson have lived in the East all their lives. Pam asked Mom and Dad for some money to buy reference books. He noticed his CD player was missing when he returned to the car. Do you feel Senator Jane Montrose will be elected to a second term? I saw John Todd Sr. and Little John Jr. at the ball game last night. Since his DUI conviction, Mike has been extremely cautious and sober. And so let me tell you, some of these C comes before D, you can just write in one stroke. C with the D and then put the asterisk to put them together. Okay. What else? Anything, Jen?
No.
No? Commission, KMIGS. Commission, KMIGS. You have chairperson was chairpern. Okay. And then you have little LIL. And then this will be for readback, okay? Was 70 hard, Jen? Should I go to 60?
Yeah.
Okay, just because you have to think about it, so
Yeah.
here we go. This is going to be at 60 for readback. Jim just bought a used 1991 Ford van. Does this fit this criminal's usual MO? Did John and JD study for the WKT? Dr. R.B. Morse is a member of the AMA. The IBM building is 10 miles west of here. Many RPRs use IBM compatible computers. How long have Jan's mom and dad been away? I hope to put $2,000 into my IRA account this year. The list of MIAs and POWs was much too long. Will President Bush be visiting the CIA headquarters? Okay, whenever you're ready, I'm ready, Jen.
Okay. Okay. Jim just bought a used 1991 Ford van. Does this fit this criminal's MO?
Usual, just usual,
Oh.
MO.
Okay. Did John and
What's your stroke?
I have J, comma,
Okay, anything after that?
D, comma?
Okay, JD.
Oh, JD, study for the WKT. I have STPH,
And then after that?
Doctor.
Okay, so it's
R.
doctor. Oh,
Dr.
that was
R.
that was your question mark for the
Oh,
WKT.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Dr. R.B. Morse is a member of the AMA
The
IBM building is 10 miles west of here. Many RPRs use IBM compatible computers. How long have Jan's mom and dad been away? I hope to put $2,000 into my IRA account this year. The list of MIA and POWs was much too long. Will President Bush be visiting the CIA headquarters?
Very good, Jen. Very good. So tell me, how did you write $2,000?
I did T and then, two, and then THOURBGS, and then I came back with DLRS.
Okay. Let me give you a shortcut. You could write T, the number 2, and then THOUDZ. So you could write 2, and then $1,000 is THOUDZ. Think of the 1,000, THOUDZ for dollars. So $100, HU, I think DZ.
Yours comes out in money. Mine comes out in words.
I know. I don't know. Maybe it was identified. I'm not sure. Okay. But $100, same principle. HUNDZ. $1,000,000 MLDZ. Oops. billion, BLDZ. Okay, just so you know, all you have to worry about is putting in that figure. Okay, so that's always good to know. Good, very good, Jen. That was tough. So what I'll do now is I'm going to go to some more. And this is going to be at, actually, I think I'm going to go to your lesson assignment, okay? I'm going to go to what you did for your homework last night, or what you will do for your homework. So let me go on to that. And so you have, I'm going on to 37, okay? I'll dictate some of the words from lesson 37. So did you have any questions on any of those, Jen?
No.
Okay, so I'll just start off with the warm-up from page 263 with some of the words, and then here we go. Ask me if you don't know how to stroke the endings, okay, Jen? Okay. Awful, joyful, lawful, playful, sorrowful, boastful, tasteful, useful, powerful, dreadful, cheerful, carefully, joyfully, peacefully, lawfully, full, the word full, finish, foolish, punish, English, publish, ticklish, vanquish, blameless, childless, ruthless, sleepless, painlessly, aimlessly, doubtlessly, restlessly. The word less, moment, impairment, government, employment. I think employment is ploint, P-L-O-I-M-T. Yes, so if you don't want to write employment, you just want point, P-L-O-I-M-T, okay, for employment, because you hear that quite a bit. Payment, improvement, retirement, employment, assignment, endorsement, enforcement, entrapment, excitement, harassment, don't forget the brief, H-A-R-M-T, inducement, investment, placement, resentment, experiment, fragmentation, document, astonish, nourishment, documentary, punishment. That's P-U-M-T. Punish, fragmentary, nourish, inducement, boldness, cautiousness, closeness, darkness, exactness, carelessness, carefulness, foolishness, abusiveness, forgiveness, awesome, tiresome, gruesome, handsome, all one word, worrisome, hopelessness, truthful, unlawful, irksome, quarrelsome. So quarrel is K-W-A-R-L. Okay, just so you know, quarrel. Impulsiveness, vagueness, weakness, darkness, bothersome, gruesomeness, wholesomeness, bullishness, snobbishness, impulsiveness, timeliness, exactness, bossiness. Any questions there, Jen?
No.
No? And so remember you all, just some briefs that are in brackets on 266. Beautiful is beautiful. I recommend you, because you don't want to stroke it out. You don't want to write beautiful. You don't want to write beautiful. You want to write booful. Okay? One stroke. And then requirement is a brief. It's requirement, R long I R M T. Treatment, T R long E M T. Judgment, very important, J U M T. And then you've got burdensome. So burden is B U R D, and then come back S M for burdensome, one word. And then forgetful. Forget is F-E-R-G-T, full. Yes, F-E-R-G-T for forget. And then diminishment, diminish. Diminishment, diminish, and then schmint. Okay? And then you've got department, DPT. Equipment, I like equipment, quimt, Q-I-M-T. Okay? And so these words will be for read back. Any questions, Jen?
Yep.
Okay, so these words, if you want to maybe write PFPF, just so you know where to start from, okay? Here we go. Beautiful, doubtful, forceful, forgetful, hopeful, painfully, truthful, wrongful, devilish, publisher, diminish, breathless, equipment, impairment, repayment, requirement, treatment, unemployment, judgment, monument, aloofness, cleanliness, cloudiness, fitness, lateness, pudginess, forgetfulness, watchfulness, weightlessness, vindictiveness, cumbersome, toothsome, wholesomeness. And whenever you're ready, I'm ready, Jen.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful, doubtful, forceful, forgetful, hopeful, painfully,
Painfully,
truthful, wrongful, devilish, publisher, diminish, breathless, equipment, impairment,
Breathless. Equipment, sorry, yes, you're right.
and I have impairment,
Mm-hmm.
repayment, requirement, treatment, unemployment,
Uh-huh.
judgment, monument, clean, cleanliness.
Okay, aloofness,
Okay.
cleanliness,
Cloudiness, fitness, lateness,
mm-hmm.
pudginess,
Mm-hmm.
forgetful, watchful.
Okay, forgetfulness,
Okay. Wow, watchfulness,
mm-hmm.
weightlessness, vindictiveness, cumbersome, toothsome, wholesomeness.
Perfect, good. So remember the sumness is SMNS for that sumness to come out. And then the other one was fullness, like forgetfulness, FLNS asterisk, okay? Just initial FL. That might be a little confusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end with covering some of the principles that are covered for your next homework assignment. And so if you open your books to 267, you're going to read 267 and 268, the top. So words ending in gram are written as follows. Gram. So just remember all gram words that have the suffix gram, it's just going to be gram. Okay? So let me write some of these down. Diagram is diagram. Okay? You've got telegram, just telegram, 2 strokes. Okay? And mailgram, mailgram. So all words ending in gram, go ahead and write GRAM as a second stroke, okay? And then you have graph words, words ending in ograph, ographer, ographic, ography are written as follows. So holograph words are hallgraph, okay? Oops, sorry, holograph. You've got stenograph, just stengraph, 2 strokes. Telegraph, telegraph, and then grapher, geographer, geographer, 3 strokes. Oceanographer, oceanographer, 3 strokes. And then the next one, typographer, typographer, okay? And then demographic, words ending in graphic, dem, and then graphic, you can do the GRAFK. Geographic, G, 2 strokes, and then graphic for geographic, okay? And then geography, G-Og-F-I for fee. Stenography, stenography, 3 strokes, okay? And then words ending in ology and ologist. All ology words are OLG, the ending, okay? So G-ology, ology is OLG. Pathology, pathology, you can write it 2 different ways, or pathology, however you see it, okay? However you hear it. You have psychology. Did I give you a brief for psychology? SKOLG, yes. Psychology is SKOLG, the brief. Instead of writing psychology, just write schology. You've got sociology, sociology. So you can leave the ology by itself, okay? It'll give you a suffix. And then you've got ologist, criminologist, criminologist, NOLGS asterisk. Think of the S asterisk for the ST. Okay, so psychologist, I've given you this before, SKOLG is schologist. Okay, psychologist. There it is, okay, that's a brief. And then you have geologist, G and then OLGS asterisk. It'll give you the ending, okay, so you can write it by itself. And then plurals of words ending in SIS and IX, Cs and Cs. You have bases is basis. Bases, bases. And it'll change it for you, okay? You've got crisis, crisis, crises, crises. So just make sure you know how to write the plural of the crisis. And then next page, 268, the top. Logical and logically are written. The suffixes. Logical, chronological is just log-cal. So chron, log-cal. Neurological, neurological. Okay, technological, technological. Or you can shorten it up, techlogical. Okay, and then Kali is chronologically. Chronologically is KLI. Sociologically, logically. Okay, sociologically. Sociologically. Okay, and then itis words, all itis for medical is ITIS. Okay, so let's say you have the word arthritis. You're going to write arthritis. I think arthritis is a brief. I think it's thritis. Yes, it's just THRITS, long ITS, arthritis. Dermatitis, dermatitis. Okay, usually, can you leave the itis by itself? I think you can, yes. But usually you include the consonant with most of them. Hepatitis, hepatitis, tights. So anytime you see the ending, T long ITS, it's your itis ending. Okay? Any questions, Jen?
Nope.
Okay, so I just wanted to explain that to you all so you could see it. And then we'll reconvene tomorrow. If any of you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me, okay? Good job, Jen. Those were tough assignments today.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.